Are you serious? Are you serious, guys? Houston, we got a problem. First of all, let me just say thank you for praying for my mother-in-law. She is stable at this time in the ICU units, and continue to pray for her. She is very, very ill. Okay, very ill. I'm going to be at the Sunday morning worship service this morning, so I will be there for today's Sunday morning worship service at the 3 Days of Glory at Community Gospel Baptist Church in Knox, Indiana. We've just been a great weekend. Here's what's going on, guys, in Houston, Texas, just so you'll be aware. There's some serious problems. You know that fire that broke out last Sunday, it's been a week, and it burned for about 3 to 4 days. Well, listen, Houston disaster is now spilling into the channel as illnesses are now starting to pile up. According to reports, oil byproducts from a damaged storage facility contaminated the Houston ship channel now. That's all we need. And created a cloud of cancer-causing benzenes over the waterway. The latest mutation of one of the worst Gulf Coast chemical disasters in more than a decade. The U.S. Coast Guard is forbidding vessel traffic on a stretch of the key industrial shipping route after a wall collapsed and fire at the Intercontinental Terminal's already damaged chemical storage complex on Friday. A mix of toxic gasoline ingredients, firefighting foam, dirty water flowed from the site into the channel. And what's happened is the entire channel, the benzene plume above the water poses a threat to ship crews, according to the Coast Guard. The channel, which is not a source of drinking water, thank God, for Houston or its suburbs, is the newest victim of a calamity that began unfolding about a week ago when tanks holding byproducts of the oil refining process at ITC's facility erupted in flames. Houston, we've got a problem. And a mile-high plume, did you hear me? A mile-high plume of inky black smoke towered over the fourth largest American city for days until crews could extinguish the blaze. Now, that was followed by benzene alerts that shut down Deer Park and other suburbs for about a half a day, and the collapse of a containment wall and Friday's new fires then in 3 wrecked storage tanks and drainage ditches. This is a never-ending calamity, a catastrophe. It's nausea. There's headaches. Other symptoms have put about 1,000 people seeking treatment at a pop-up clinic, with 15 of the most severe cases already being put on ambulances and hauled off to emergency rooms in hospitals. It's been a never-ending, reoccurring case of catastrophe, things breaking down. Nothing had ever been worked out. Nobody had planned on such a catastrophe, according to Deer Park Mayor Jerry Mutin. And weary residents of the area are now on edge, wondering what's next. When will normal life return? For many Houstonians, it's the worst industrial disaster since 2005 explosion at the BP Texas City refinery that killed 15 people back in 2005. Matter of fact, there's more tanks in there. It is going to reignite. It's very uncertain, said Mercy Rena, who's 50 years old and who's been suffering from headaches, eye discomfort, and chest tightness. The trust is not there anymore. We feel like we're just being told one thing. The truth, we don't know what's going on. And since the initial blaze was squelched early in the week, ITC made 2 unsuccessful attempts to drain the charred tank that's holding the petroleum derivative byproduct composed largely of benzene. Then early Friday, ITC executives estimated they would have the tank emptied in 12 hours. Well, then the wall failed and the flames erupted again on Friday. And then the toxic chemicals started flowing into the canal and working its way in, of course, through the channel. And crews have launched a third attempt to empty the tank on Saturday. But the executives are watching the weather forecast now. Wind gust? What? Because anything that disturbs this layer of protective foam on the top of the chemicals could allow fires to break out and the benzene to just blow across the city with the raging fires, the smoke, the plumes, the fumes, the gases. Are you Houston's got a serious problem down there. And they need our prayers, guys. They need our prayers. They need our prayers. I mean, are you serious? They need our prayers. This is ugly. We're talking about 60,000 barrels or 2.52 million gallons of hazardous chemicals are still being held in the damaged complex and no way to get it out. And for fear of it sparking more fires or creating more fumes and plumes. It's bringing doom and gloom to Houston. So we're going to keep a close eye on all of this. It's just a mess out there. I'll see you guys at church this morning. It's going to be a great time. The final day, final service of the 3 days of glory. I'll see you guys. God bless. Pray for Houston.